which makes them not shenanigans at all, really.
And now, back to the Big Dumb Fun Show.
Thanks for listening to the Big Dumb Fun Show. We're online at BigDumbFunShow.com. Talking sports with a guy named Chris.
Chris, you still there, buddy? Chris, you still there?
I am here.
All right, thanks for sticking in with us. We were talking just a few minutes. We almost ran out of story. Finish your story. Finish your thought.
Sorry. Titus Young, and he was great really a great talent anyway, I thought. So he gets totally released, and the Rams even picked him up like a month ago. And then after 10 days, they re-released him and said, I think we're going to go a different direction. This was before all this went down. So he gets, so Sunday, first of all, he was arrested for breaking into a house, and trying to steal stuff. But while he was being, so he tries to break in his house. The guy decides not to shoot him, even though he said he was thinking about shooting him, the homeowner.
Is that because he recognized him?
No, he's just like, whatever. At least the guy's running away.
At least it wasn't Pistorius' house.
Yeah, exactly. Well, the funny thing is, so then he gets caught by a police officer. First of all, you are an all-world sprinter. Okay, you should be able to outrun the police officer.
Yeah.
But they catch him. There's a brief struggle. They ended up subduing him. So after they subdue him, they arrest him, and they put him on $75,000 bail. The story comes out that he was also arrested last Sunday in Riverside County, which is right next to Orange County, on suspicion of driving under the influence.
Jeez.
And then the same day after he was arrested for DUI, they had impounded his car. He got arrested for breaking into the tow yard trying to steal his car back out.
This guy's a mess.
Oh, my gosh. So
where did they get him again?
He came out of Boise State.
Okay, that's right. Yeah, you're right.
I mean, the funny thing is that he's in jail, prison, whatever, right now, right? He's not even the best wide receiver in prison right now, okay? Because that has to go to Jimmy Smith.
That's how you have to measure it.
Yeah. I mean,
he's like the second best receiver in jail right now.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the BET Prison Basketball Awards.
Yeah, football, whatever. But
yeah.
Because they got Jimmy Smith, who was, honestly, he was a 5-time Pro Bowl wide receiver.
He's
the best player in the history of the
jail?
Yeah, he's in jail. You know who he is?
No, I know. What's he in jail for?
He was busted. He was sentenced to 4 years in prison for possession of cocaine and 2 years in prison for possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. Okay?
That gets you every time.
Well, if you got
my gosh.
If you got the cocaine, you probably need to have the firearm.
Well, you got. One goes with the other, I guess. But
the name like Jimmy Smith.
Yeah. What more than curious, the big sports news that I had. Let me set the stage for you, Chris. And we have a few minutes left.
6 to be exact.
6 minutes left. If you received a text on your phone and it says, "I got tickets to the Laker game. Do you want to come with?" But you don't recognize the number. Would you, A, say absolutely, where do you want to meet up? Would you, B, say who dis? Or C, ignore the text? Or say no thank you?
Yes, I want to go. Who is this?
All right, so you would say, yes, I want to go. Who is this?
Yeah.
So you wouldn't just blindly go to, you love the Lakers. Gnurk, loves the Lakers.
Love the Lakers.
But he still has the forethought.
Like the Royals.
You're not even a huge Royals fan.
No, but a free ticket is a free ticket. That doesn't make it.
All I kept thinking is just so odd. Do you not think this is odd? Because now there's only 2 of us in studio.
Yeah,
Rena's not here to be a voice of reason.
Somehow this isn't a gay date because I knew he was going to be here.
I'm not saying it's a gay date. I'm
You
just
did
saying.
say it was a gay date.
I'm saying it's a blind date. It
You're
could be
trying
with
to
a man or a woman.
pass
You
it
don't
off?
care. No, I'm just saying it's very odd.
I think that it's definitely a blind date. I mean, I don't think there's any other way you can characterize
gay,
that,
straight,
is there?
it doesn't
Yeah,
matter.
I
It's a
think there
blind
is.
date.
There's somebody who they have an extra ticket to the game.
Yeah.
And they happen to think of me as somebody that they might like to
That is
share
not
the ticket with.
That you make it sound not weird. The weird part is that they send you a text. You don't know who it's from, and you're like, what the hell?
What the hell?
Could be.
I mean, what if they said like pants optional?
They didn't say that.
Yeah, they didn't say that. Now you're
Yeah,
just.
no, but
Then I
would
might
that
have
been
said.
weirder or less
Then I
weird?
might have said,
Hey,
who is this?
Who dis? answer any texts of folks I don't know. I don't answer any phone calls.
I don't answer phone calls from numbers I don't know, unless they're calling to give me a
free
ticket.
To
see a free.
I mean, I would have felt like I was getting set up. Okay, I would have just figured, you know what? Somebody must have caught me for something I did in my past life.
Listen, I was gonna go. I was gonna go to the game anyway. So this was an opportunity to get to go to the game for free.
You were not going to go. You thought about possibly going to the game.
I had been thinking about going, and I was still up after working all night, and it was one of the games out of the year I would like to have seen.
He's sweaty.
And I went.
He's sweaty from head to ball fro, feeling foxy. He wants to spend some time alone with a special someone at the Royals
know
game.
who, see, he's trying to make this like this some sort of weird gay.
I'm not.
Gay
you
thing.
keep saying gay, not me. I'm just talking that this was a date, a blind date that you were going on. It just so happened to be a man at the other end, and I don't think. I mean, that's whatever. The weird thing is that you took tickets from a stranger.
Like you wouldn't.
I absolutely would not.
It would have been a woman. I mean, it wasn't any more weird because it was a woman, right?
I got Greg.
Or because it was a man, right?
He wouldn't have made nearly as big a deal about it if it was a woman, because then he couldn't infer something about it.
No. Absolutely, I would have. If it was a woman, that would have made the story better. That's for damn sure. But like, hey, check it out. I had this hot date to the Royals game. When was the last time you went on a date, Gunnar?
I never said I had a hot date.
I'm just saying.
It wasn't even warm outside. It was actually kind of cool. We were in the shade.
All right, it was a moderately cool date.
There was no sweating going on. I had one beer the whole time.
Did he pay for it?
No.
Did you pay for his beer?
I bought him a water. The guy gave me a ticket. It was a $40, $50 ticket.
Yeah.
We're like 8 or 10 rows up from behind the home plate
not bad.
On the third base line.
I ain't gonna lie, that's some good seats, even for a Royals game.
I'm telling you, it was close enough that we could actually see the wedgie and the
you can see the what?
The wedgie on the
catcher.
On the catcher.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's fine. And it turns out this was a friend, and it's cool, right? You knew the guy. He obviously knew enough to where he's like, hey, Gunnar, do you want to go to the game with me?
Say, just for argument's sake, I didn't know who it was. I admitted I didn't know who it was. I didn't even necessarily admit to this person at the time, because I went out there and like, well, someone's going to have to recognize me because I have no idea who's giving me this ticket.
All right, so
I thought it could have been somebody from the show. You never know.
So did you ever tell the guy you didn't know who it was?
No.
So if he's listening tonight, he knows that you went on a blind date with him. That you had no idea that you were just using it. No, I'm just you're using him for his free ticket.
He offered.
He's offering a dear friend a ticket. You don't even have the courtesy to have his number in your phone. That's how much you think of this guy.
I didn't have his number in my phone.
Why didn't you have his number in your phone?
It was kind of odd that I thought he had my number in his phone.
And who's this guy?
This guy named John. I knew him from the IFC. See, what I'm saying is maybe it'd been different if I knew who the person was and it was like really obviously like they were trying to make it a date and it wasn't a girl.
Yeah.
And then I'd been like, I'm gonna go get a hot dog. I'll see you later.
That's so weird.
And
Did you run in?
You're not gonna have my hot dog, and I paid for the tickets.
I would feel obligated. I'd feel obligated to buy him some stuff.
A drink. I mean,
or two, maybe some under the covers
and
action.
I told him
a
story about how you
go down on him. I don't know.
Yeah.
What? Well, if you want to be there and do that, that's all fine and good.
No, I'm just saying the guy's wanting something in return. Okay. We've established that you're not gay. We've also established that this is kind of odd that you just said, okay, free tickets, I'm there. But is he gay?
Not as far as I know.
Okay. All right, so fine. So we've taken the gay out of this whole thing.
But it's still a blind date.
It's still a blind date, I think. You're blindly going to see somebody. It's not like you're going to pick up the tickets and go by yourself.
No,
you're going to watch a game with this other person, be it a guy or girl.
If he didn't show up, if I had to go, I would have gone into and paid and bought a ticket and gone in to see the game.
See, I don't think you would have. I don't think you would have went to the Royals game if the guy hadn't invited you.
That was the one game I wanted to go to.
Yeah, sure. That was the one Yankee game. Hey, Chris is still on the phone. Chris, thanks a lot for joining us tonight.
Thank you.
You know, if somebody said, "Hey, Chris, I've got an extra Lakers ticket. Come on down."
Oh, he wouldn't care if it was a blind date, a gay date, or whatnot. He would be there.
He didn't.
Yeah, I just want to know who it is, though. Still, I don't care what it is, though. You're right. I don't have.
If you ask who it is, you risk rescinding the invitation.
What?
Yeah, maybe I would go
I don't
just
know where
without
you
even
people
asking.
come from. I don't know if you test your products, your quantity of your product. Your product's very delicious. I love your sausage for 30